This is Broadcast Obituaries, Gone Too Soon. We exhume a short-lived TV series, episode by episode, give it a proper eulogy, and answer the burning question, was it canceled too soon or not soon enough? Analysis, nostalgia, and our final verdict on TV's fallen heroes.
Hey everyone, I'm Rob.
And I'm Aaron, and welcome back to episode 5? Five. Yes, I keep getting confused because they're off one. They tried to throw Night Stalker in there, and it's not right. So I have to keep -1 all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Welcome back to episode 5 of Broadcast Obituaries, where we're watching Kindred, the Embraced. It's a vampire soap opera. That's what it is.
It really is. It really is. So soapy. But I got to say, this one I felt was a lot more mafia-oriented than some of the previous ones. Like, they're highlighting that aspect of it. Still soapy. Still very soapy.
Very soapy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it felt good. It felt refreshing to see this one after the last episode, because I hated the last episode.
You sure did.
I did. I was a little worried about this one.
You gave it 5 garlic cloves.
Yeah, because that was bad, right?
Or 1 star. Or 1 star.
1 star.
Yes.
Yes. It's like whatever hurts. Yeah, I forgot about our rating system.
Me too.
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah, you did not like this. Was like a palate cleanser. This was a really good.
It was
really good episode. So I'm excited about this one. It was pretty cool. So.
I think we're just in that typical pattern of shows where you'll get a few decent ones or a great one, and then you always get that one really bad one. There's always just that 1 or 2 really bad episodes in a season that you're just, why did they even do it?
Yeah.
So this one could be good. It could be good just because the last one was so terrible. We're just relieved that it's not that story again.
Yep. There's no Zane. So this one's cool.
Yeah. Zane. Jeez. That guy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So, Aaron, what you been up to? Have you been watching anything? And I'm just going to let you know right from the start, I've done a lot of movie in the minutes of late. It's been a long time since you have gotten to one. So I'm poking around here to see if you've watched anything that you can tell us about in 1 minute or less.
Well, I do have one, Rob. And I apologize for putting that weight on your shoulders. But through the holidays, it's just Christmas movies. And I don't think you want me doing a bunch of movie in the minute for Christmas movies.
Well, but I mean, we discovered that Night of the Comet is a Christmas movie and Trancers is a Christmas movie. These are all Christmas movies you could have watched and done. Just saying.
I could have. I'm a terrible human being. I don't know what else to say. So
that's all. No, that's literally all I wanted to hear you say. That's all I wanted to hear. I'm happy. I'm happy now.
20 lashes as soon as we're done recording. I promise.
Right.
I'll just get it over with.
Okay.
But I do. I've been getting back to my list of movies, and I've got a long list of fantastic B movies. I waffled because I was like, I got time to watch a movie. I was thinking, do I watch Wolf Cop, which is more recent, from 2014, 2015, or do I go back to Tim Thomerson and start watching the Doll Man franchise? Nice. I went with the Doll Man franchise, and I am glad I did. So.
If any of you have not been watching our bonus episodes, probably just one bonus episode so far, Tim Thomerson was the lead actor in Trancers, the whole Trancers series there. So the Dollmaker.
Yep.
That's a series as well. It's a franchise.
Yeah, three movies. Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
cool.
3 movies.
You just watched one of them though.
I just watched the first one. Yeah. These are ones that I remember seeing on the shelf in Blockbuster all the time. My parents wouldn't let me rent it. I was really mad about that. So
too bad. That was a shame.
And after I watched it today, I'm like, it's not that bad. You should have let me rent it.
So all right, I'm going to give you 1 minute. Okay. And this is not something that we haven't really discussed, but we probably should. Do you want me to give you like 10 seconds or 5 seconds or any kind of warning, or just be like, stop?
Just cut me off and be real rude.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah,
I'm a jerk.
Just treat me like you usually do, friend.
Okay, sweet. All right then. This is a movie in the minute.
Movie in a minute.
2, 1, go.
Okay, the movie is Doll Man from 1991, starring Tim Thomerson from Trancers and some other people. They've been in stuff. I don't really know what it was. Jackie Earl Haley. He played the main bad guy. Doll Man his name is Brick Bardo, and he is actually an alien from the planet Arturos. He goes after this bad guy, gets caught in a spatial anomaly, ends up on Earth. Here's the fun part. On his planet, he's normal size. On Earth, he's only 13 inches tall. It's amazing. the bad guy that he was chasing, which is literally a head on a drone. That's all it is, just a head on a drone. That's who he's chasing. They end up here, and they land in the South Bronx. Rick Bardo also has a gun. I think he calls it the Kruger Blaster. It atomizes bodies. So on his planet, people explode when he shoots them. But because we're all giants on Earth, it just maims them and eventually kills them, but it's much slower. So he runs...
Time.
Oh, man. Forgot how hard it was.
Shut up. Stop talking. That's it. You're done.
Okay.
You lose. So, good day, sir.
Sir, yeah. Just to finish it, because I know someone might be interested.
Okay.
But
all right.
He does end up on Earth.
I'm interested.
A family finds him, and where he lands in the South Bronx, drugs are a big problem. There's a bunch of different gangs going at it. This single mom and her son find him. They carry his ship around like a toy. They just pick him up inside of a ship and just carry him around, which is pretty fun. But the gang finds the bad guy, and the bad guy says, "I've got a dimensional bomb." Whoa, which you get to see detonate at the end. And the bad guy's like, "It'll destroy this entire city." It destroys a building, kind of, a little bit, because the bomb is so small because they're from a tiny planet. So, but yeah, Tim Thomerson saves the day, kills bad guys, atomizes some people, shoots some limbs off. It's pretty cool. The best death scene is when the bad guy that he followed, the drone head, is trying to win over the main gang leader. And he's like, thinks he's got him, and he's like, "So you'll work for me now?" And the gang leader is like, "Oh no," and he just smashes him with his hand. I was like, oh, this is cool. So definitely recommend it. It's really good. It's the same director that did Cyborg, which you did a movie in the minute for.
Yeah.
So, and this is way better than Cyborg, I think.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, they're all B movies, but this is just way better.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I did not have a very high opinion of Cyborg. It's fun.
Yeah.
But man, not great.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to watch the rest of these.
Okay.
And then I'll do 2 more movie in a minutes with them.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that, except they can't be a movie in 3 minutes. It's got to be a movie in a minute.
I'll work on it. I'm out of practice. I haven't done one since before Christmas. So
seriously?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you're probably right. Wow.
All right. So this one I knocked the dust off, so we're good. I'm going to get it.
All right.
So
cool. I like it. Thank you. That was
Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
No.
To fill your shoes.
I appreciate you taking that burden off of my shoulders. I really appreciate it. So, we got to deliver top-notch content to all of our listeners out there.
Yeah.
And viewers. I don't know if we've even mentioned this, but if you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple or some other service, we've actually gone to video. So you can jump over to YouTube, and there's actually, whether you want it or not, there is full video of us from most of these episodes. That's right. You can see our ugly mugs the entire time, but sometimes we do funny things on screen. So I'm just saying. But if you're interested, jump over to YouTube. It's pretty cool. Also, if you're not on social media, such as TikTok or Instagram or X, we do a lot of content almost every day. And that does feature video of us now as well, because it made it so much easier to make videos when we actually had video to pull from.
Yeah.
So much easier. But you should check out our short content. It's a lot of the same thing you see here, but it's bite size, easier to digest.
Bite size, like Doll Man.
Right. Just
see what I did there?
He's basically the size of the original G.I. Joe dolls.
Yeah, that's pretty much
like
what he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he is.
Except with an atomizer.
Yeah, the gun is pretty cool. It's probably the coolest part of the movie. His gun is pretty awesome. Nice. And I don't know how much ammo he brought back with him on this happenstance trip to Earth.
Right.
But he just keeps pulling out. Like, the mags are longer than the handle on the gun. Like, when he puts a mag in, I'm like, that's going to come out the top of the gun, right? And it doesn't. Like, he always turns his back when he puts a mag in.
Of course.
So you can't see what he's doing. It's hilarious. I'm pretty sure there's a few scenes where there's just no mag in the gun. Like, you'll see him handle the gun. And I'm like, you don't even have a mag in there. I can see inside. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was really good.
Awesome. I love it. So, okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Well, that's a good movie in 5 minutes. Thank you, Aaron. Much appreciated.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
Much appreciated. Hey, it seems like we're at a bit of a lull here. Do you mind if I take us back in time?
Oh, yeah. Back in time to April 24th, 1996.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, God. Jeez.
So,
whatever.
All right.
Back in time. Back in time. Back in time.
So we're going to look at the top TV shows. Again, I mentioned this last week. It is tough because these are coming out every week. There is not a lot of change in the charts. So I'm kind of trying to jump to different media and different things to look at each week. To then hopefully by the time we get back to the first one, there'll be some change in the charts. So we're going to look at TV, but also we're looking at roughly 30-year-old data here that really was before the internet for the most part. It's hard to find stuff sometimes. Like I am really digging, and I'm not going to say what it was, but I did discover that something that I read in a previous season of ours was 100% wrong.
Is this like our first official redaction?
No, I'm leaving it. I'm not going to redact anything. It's out there. It's already out there.
Yeah.
But when I looked it up later, again, I was just like, well, the internet told me that. But now I'm looking at a different part of the internet, and it's saying the fall and not March is when that came out. So a little scary. But so what I was able to find here is top TV shows for the month of April of 1996 for the full month, except it's really just April 1st through 7th. But that is when the first 2 episodes of Kindred came out. So this is just kind of an idea. We're still very early into Kindred. This is episode 5 out of 7 that aired. So, while yes, we are very early, we are also very late. We're also very close to the end here. But so let's just take a look at the top TV shows for the first week of April when Kindred debuted.
Okay.
And
I'm
going to say it's the top 10. But actually, it's top 12 because there's a 3-way tie at 10th. So there's 3 in 10th. So, and I discovered that I was reading these in the wrong order in the past. However, I'm more excited by something down at 10 in this one. And some of the other ones are repeats here anyway. So I'm going to go right down the list. But, well, I guess first, this is April of 1996. Do you have any guesses? We've definitely heard some of these shows before.
So it's just top shows?
Yeah,
for
top
April.
shows.
It's just what you're doing?
Yep.
I don't know. I assume The Simpsons is on there.
Nope. You did the same thing last time we guessed this. Yeah, never mind. I'm just going to read it.
Yeah, don't make me guess.
Next, you're going to guess. You're going to guess Married with Children, and I'm going to be like, come on, Married with Children? Are you kidding? That's not one of the top shows.
But it should be because I watched it.
Exactly. So the top show, we've had this as a top show before. It was Home Improvement.
Yeah.
First place. Second place. It was also second place the last time we talked about this. It was It's ER. That's right. Third place, Seinfeld, and fourth place is Friends. I feel like those two maybe flipped from the last time we talked about these. And the last time we talked about this was 1995. It was the TV season for Earth 2. These are the same shows. Those are the same top 4. They're in a different order, but they're the same top 4 that we had a year before. Very popular shows. Number 5, there is an event that happens at the end of March and the beginning of April when this chart is from. No quick guesses. Okay, it is the NCAA basketball championship.
Yeah, I assumed when you said event, it was sports, and I was like, I don't know, the sports ball game?
It was a sports ball game, that's right. Yeah. And March Madness, happens in March. The championship is the beginning of April. Yeah. That was number 5. Now we get to some new shows finally, which is why I'm kind of going in this order. Those
Married
are all
with Children
or sports.
Married with Children.
It's not. I don't know if you've ever even heard of this show, but I actually used to watch this. It was Caroline in the City. Do you know that show?
I remember it. I never watched it.
Had Leah Thompson from Back to the Future. She was a like a cartoonist, or had someone. There was someone in the show that was a cartoonist, maybe. It's a cool show. I liked it. It was a nice sitcom. I'm not sure how long it lasted, a year or two, but I liked it. It was good. Number 7 was Boston Common.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about that show. Was that a legal show?
Yeah, my wife really enjoyed it. She watched it a lot when it was on.
All right.
So
I've never seen one episode.
Yeah, she talks about it every once in a while. She'll come out with a weird Boston Commons reference, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. What you're talking about? She's like, it's like from Boston Commons. I'm like, okay.
Number 8 also ties into the basketball. It is Prelude to a Championship. I'm sure that's some kind of special that they aired leading up to the game. Number 9, we saw it before. Featured a butt on TV, NYPD Blue.
Yep.
Had the butt. Yep, Buttgate.
Yep.
All right, now we get to our 10th place TV shows, and this is where I am really excited. One of these, it's 2020. Who cares? It's the news. It's evening news. Blah. Don't know about you. I don't like the news, especially I don't like evening news.
Yeah, it's all just depressing.
Also,
so
it is. Also in 10th place, Coach. I think we talked about Coach last season as well.
We did, yeah.
It is still, it's crazy that a year later, 7 of these, I think, are repeats from a previous year. Like these shows, just incredibly popular.
Stick around.
Yeah. But the one that I was most excited for here, also in 10th place, it was the Dana Carvey show on ABC.
Yeah.
I
watched that. That was great.
Me too. There were only, it was about as long as Kindred probably. There were only 7 or 8 episodes. It got canceled quick.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was my type of humor at the time.
Same.
Man, I had a couple friends at school. We would watch it each week, and just the next day, we would just be in tears talking about the skits that we saw, featuring people like Steve Carell. You know, he was on this show doing ridiculous stuff, but amazing. I just loved that show. It was phenomenal. I have a copy on DVD. I found it somewhere.
Oh, wow.
And it's amazing. So I was very excited when I pulled this list up and I saw that. I was like, that's what I'm talking about tomorrow, TV. But we always talk about TV. TV. So,
but kind of the show.
Yeah, right. So anyway, Dana Carvey show. It was in 10th place for like the week before it went downhill. Good for them. Yeah. So that's all I got for Back in Time. I feel like I'm kind of letting you down here today, but that's what we got. There's a lot of repeats, a lot of rehashing of TV shows, but
it's kind of
what we got. We got to work with.
Kindred is letting us down because they were too consistent. With Earth 2, we had variety because they didn't know what they were doing.
Right. So, like, we got to put out an episode. Well, let's take some time and think this through.
Let's wait 3 weeks and we'll put the next one out.
Right.
Yeah.
So but thanks a lot, Kindred. Should have been worse at your job, like Earth 2. So anyway, that was Back in Time. I'm sorry if it's disappointing.
That was a good one, I guess, with a lot of the repeat shows. Good job, Rob.
Thanks. Got to talk about something. I'm not going to talk about fashion, even if it is the fashion of the 90s, because I'm highly unqualified for that.
I wouldn't even know where to start. All I remember is Jennifer Aniston's hair from Friends was like the hairdo that all the ladies were doing. That was super popular. You saw it everywhere.
Right. Yeah, that was the lady hair for sure.
Yeah, and it didn't work for everybody. It was not a style for the masses.
So. What about you? Were you a Chandler? Did you have a Chandler hair?
No, I didn't. Really,
you were
really
a Joey
short
then.
hair.
You wore the Joey. Okay.
I don't even
really short. You were the Ross. You were the Ross.
Yeah,
okay.
Number 2 on the sides and back, and just long enough to have some length on top. So,
dude, that's my haircut now.
Yeah,
that's literally what I tell them when I go in. So I guess neither of us really had a friend's haircut, but that's
not
okay.
Really.
Yeah, guys we're not the same as women in that respect.
No.
Well, hey, do you have the description for today's episode?
Moving on to Kindred? Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk
Kindred.
Kindred.
This is a good one. This can be a good one. Yeah, so this episode was the rise and fall of Eddie Fiori, and boy, does he fall. So this episode, as we said, aired Wednesday, April 24th, 1996, as Eddie plots Julian's death, and a jealous Lily plots her revenge against Julian and Caitlin. A mysterious assassin known as a shape changer uses Cash and Sasha to get Julian also. They just don't call it a shape changer. It's called an assmite. Or wait, Assamite.
Assamite, yes.
Assamite.
And I didn't look it up to see if that's a real thing. Do you think that's a real thing? Like, is that like a
Assmites or Assamites?
Well, Assamites.
Are we
other?
I'm
sure
we might have to.
No, Assamite is a word that they said it tons of times throughout this episode.
I didn't even think to look it up. I thought it was something made up.
I meant to, and then I completely forgot. Okay, so no, this is all like I think it's a word from the game. Like everything that I can find where I see Assamite is like a wiki for vampires or something else.
Yeah,
some kind of fandom. Like this one says fandom. Assamite. They're a tribe of mercenaries and assassins. So it's a made up thing, I think.
Yeah, it's like another clan of people from the game, probably. So
basically, yep.
Yeah.
I think one thing that I've picked up here, I think there are other clans. There's just the 5 in San Francisco that Julian rules over.
Yeah, because we get to meet Eddie's sire, Cyrus, and he's from L.A.
What an original name.
I know, and I got stuff to say about that guy.
What genius in the room do you think was like, what should we call Eddie's sire? And someone was like, well, how about sire us? And they're like, yeah, right. whatever.
Good enough.
Who cares?
We'll go
Who cares?
with
Yeah.
Yeah.
This show's not going to last more than 7 episodes, and this guy's going to appear once. Let's go.
Yeah, it's fine. Go for it.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So yeah, this episode features characters called Assamites. It's ridiculous, but they are shape changers, shape changing assassins.
They are. Yeah.
There's only one in this episode, for the record.
Yeah,
because
that's all you need, apparently.
That's right. They get the job done. All right, so let's go. So Julian and Caitlin are smooching a little, and there is a wolf perving on them out in the bushes. And we see the wolf change, and I really expected Eddie Fiori, but it was Lily. She's just watching them.
Yeah. Did was the lighting in the scene really weird to you when they're kissing in the kitchen, Julian and Caitlin, and it's like looks like a normal kitchen, and then as they go to kiss, the spotlight turns on, and then they cut to like Lily wolf form. I was like, what are we trying to achieve?
I could not tell what was going on there. I was very curious.
It was pretty funny.
It was so weird. There honestly every scene with Julian and Caitlin in this one was kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But
yeah.
We cut away from that, like no one says anything. They're smooching, and then we see the wolf turn to Lily, and that's it. We cut away to the diner that we've seen a few times now, which I noticed in this one is actually called Nighthawk's Diner. Did you see the name of it there?
Oh, I missed it.
Nighthawks. So Nighthawks is the name of the famous painting by Edward Hopper. I had to look at my other screen to make sure I was saying the right person. Edward Hopper, he did that painting called Nighthawks, of the diner at night in New York where there's like 3 people sitting at the diner.
Oh,
you see it from outside.
I know
it's called
Nighthawks.
Yeah, it's called Nighthawks.
Cool.
And that's what they call their diner here. I can't tell if it's an homage or if it's completely unoriginal. Like, are they just
like, what are we going for, guys?
Yeah, right. What's going on here? So we go to the diner, Nighthawk's Diner, and Lily meets up with a PI there, a private investigator. And she wants photos and negatives of Julian with Caitlin. She claims that she's wanting to threaten Caitlin's job because it's going to come out that she's sleeping with the publisher, and that she won't be able to keep her job after that. So the guy's reluctant when he finds out, especially that the publisher is Julian Luna. He doesn't want to take it, but he eventually agrees, and he's in the middle of talking to her, and she just completely Batmans him and disappears.
She does. She Batman's in too.
She does.
Because he's reading the newspaper, and he's like, how did you get here?
Right. Yeah. Because apparently the Kindred in the show can also turn into vapor or just disappear or be invisible. I don't know.
There's so many things that don't make sense about their powers. They over-explain some things and don't explain others. So
right. We cut over to Eddie's headquarters where he's got a girl in his lap that he's having a good time with when his sire, Cyrus, walks in. And I'm sorry, it just bothers me. That
it's annoying. Yeah, I did the same thing. I rolled my eyes when they introduced him. I was like, oh, really, guys? That's the best you could do?
Yeah. So they have a talk. Eddie wants help taking out Julian, and they do a little plotting together to get Eddie to become the prince of the city. Cyrus wants to help because then he'll have a toehold there in San Francisco. He wants to take over the entire state. Yeah. Right now, he's an LA guy. He wants control of the whole state. So he tells Eddie that he's called in an Assamite, which for a normal one of us is a shapeshifter. And Eddie's like, great, cool, where is he? And he's like, well, that's the thing. They can get close to you. They can be anything. They can be anywhere. It could even be the chick that you picked up in the bar. And he looks over at the girl that was on his lap, and she briefly turns into Julian and back. And he's like, oh, okay, cool.
That's creepy.
Cool. Yeah. So the Assamite, I'm going to call it the Assamite instead of a shapeshifter, but the Assamite sneaks into Caitlin's house and blends into some shadows and hears Julian's plans with Caitlin to come over a little bit later. So she knows where it's a lady. She knows where to be. Or I don't know if the shapeshifters honestly are women or male, or if they're neither or both or what, but it doesn't matter. We see her primarily as a female, and unless she's portraying a man. There is a whole lot of switching back and forth between scenes again in this one, and sometimes I just have the names of people that are in these scenes because it's like rapid fire.
Oh, it goes fast.
Boom. Yeah. So we go back to the Haven, and there is some more bad music playing. It is not Zane this time, just for the record. It's not Zane, thankfully, but it is pretty bad. There's a confrontation with Eddie and Cyrus and Julian because Cyrus had told Eddie that he should meet with Julian to put up the pretense that he actually wants to solve something with words. So he does meet with him. He's clearly not trying to get anything out of him. He kind of antagonizes him a little bit, and they're done. Sasha walks in. She talks to Cash a little bit. He's working. He's like, I'm doing a job. I can't talk right now, babe.
Yeah.
And she's so mad she breaks a glass in her hand.
She crushes it.
Right, because
she wants to
talk. Right, and that dumb Gangle won't take a smoke break to go talk to her or whatever. What a jerk. So she goes to see Lily, and they talk about their feelings.
Yeah.
Not much there. Feelings. Julian goes to Caitlin. He already had made a plan to go there. Apparently, it's her birthday. He's brought her a gift. He also brought 2 bodyguards, Cash, who we know, and Billy, who we don't know. Not a good sign for Billy.
No, he's a red shirt.
Yeah, he is a red shirt, exactly. So they hang out at the car. The PI is there taking pictures, and he takes his gigantic box in to see Caitlin. And this kind of cuts around. I may not say each part of this scene in order here, but so Cash is strolling around the perimeter, and Sasha shows up because she is now a full-on stalker, and she doesn't want this man to get away from her. Right? Yeah. She's just following him to his job and everywhere, and she really doesn't want him to work. But she shows up there, and they talk, and they have some alone time and some smoochy time for a while. And eventually, we'll get to what happens, some other stuff. But he tells her, he hears something. So he's like, hey, I got to get back. Stay out of sight. Do not come out. Whatever you do not come out, basically, is what he says.
Yeah.
While he's with her, there's Billy. He's hanging out at the car, and he hears something. And he's kind of walking through some trees. The Assamite dangle like Spider-Man's down out of the tree, completely upside down, and kills Billy. Slices
off with
his neck or something. Yep, gone.
Whole head comes off. Yeah.
Yep. So we cut in and we see Julian and Caitlin. They actually have a very small part in this, but so he got her a telescope, and he lays some cheese on her, and he says some very romantic stuff.
So did you catch the joke in this scene?
Well, I don't know. Was it the curtains?
No, there's a little vampire joke. So she's talking to Julian about, all the things that he's doing to try to get closer to her. And he's like, well, I could mesmerize you.
Yeah.
And it was just like a fun little vampire joke, because he was like, no, I really could. I could do that. Take you against your will.
Yep.
So,
but I won't for now, because I respect you too much for that.
Right. Because he likes humans.
Right. He is. He's a human lover.
That star you're looking at is a favorite of night owls like me. It's a binary star. 2 suns caught in each other's gravity, spinning together forever.
Boy, you have all the right moves. Telescopes. Binary stars. What haven't you tried?
With you? Well, I could mesmerize you, but I won't.
Yep. So they do that. The PI is outside snapping pictures. I hope it's not confusing when I say PI, but that's what I wrote in my notes. The private eye.
Private eye. Yep.
Private eye. The private eye. He's snapping his pics. Julian is headed back out to the car. He doesn't really stay there very long. He kind of drops a present off. They make out a little, and then he leaves.
They have chocolate cake.
Yeah, they have some cake.
Because apparently they haven't done the deed yet, which was what I was picking up from that scene. She's like, well, I thought this was going to go there, so I made chocolate cake instead.
Right. Oh,
I'm sure Julian's really disappointed. So.
Right. Hey, he has all the time in the world.
He does, but she does not.
He can wait for it. No, definitely not. So Julian's back outside. He's talking to Billy at the car, and Cash is coming back from hanging out with Sasha, and he trips on something. He looks down. It's Billy. And he looks over and he sees Julian talking to Billy. So he yells out, hey, Julian, that's not Billy.
Yep.
And Billy pulls a knife. It's the Assamite, of course. And pulls a knife, and PI is there catching all of this on film as they are slashing at each other. Yep. And I think eventually Julian even has the knife, or at least it looks like he has the knife, and he's trying to stab back. But basically they break off the fight, and the Assamite is running away when who shows up? But yes, it's True Danziger. Just kidding. It's Sasha.
That would have been amazing. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Wouldn't it? It's Sasha walking down the middle of the road when Cash told her to hide and not come out.
Not come out. Yeah.
Yep, there she is.
He knew.
Doing whatever she wants. Yep. There she is. She's getting in the way. They can't get a shot off on the Assamite. And eventually, the Assamite kind of holds her hostage for a second like a shield, and then just dumps her and runs. But they can't get a shot at her.
Seemed completely useless that they even brought her into that scene.
What was the point? What was the point?
The Assamite just took off running.
I thought she was going to drag her away. Once she had her,
right.
I thought she was going to use her and take her captive or something.
Yeah.
So we go back to Eddie and Cyrus, and they're scheming, and they're dreaming about Julian being dead. And the Assamite walks in, and it turns out Julian's not dead. So they're mad.
This part is where I started to really dislike Cyrus, because the whole scene at the beginning with him and Eddie, Cyrus makes this big to do about, we're going to play chess. We're going to set him up. we're going to move them like pawns on a board. Like he's really laying it on. And then he's just like, we're just going to send the assassin after him because that's chess, right? We're just going to go murder the guy. And then nothing from this point on is chess. It's all just how many ways can we try to assassinate Julian is what it turns into.
Right.
So
that's what it all becomes. There's some like sneaky stuff. People are backstabbing each other back and forth, but really in the end, it all comes down to the assassin.
Yeah.
The Asimite assassin. Let's see. So Julian and Sasha, they're talking feelings. Cash and Sasha, they do some talking. He tells her the other gang girls don't like her. More feelings. She cries. There's some blood tears.
Yeah. Sorry, one more thing about the Cyrus and Eddie scene when the Asimite shows up. Because this scene, like Cyrus, I really don't like him.
I'm picking that up.
Yeah. He's Eddie's sire. And the Asimite comes back and he's like, Julian isn't dead. And Cyrus is like, oh, Eddie, my boy, you are in trouble because Julian's gonna know it was you, and you are so screwed. It's like way to just throw him under the bus. Like, what are we doing?
You shouldn't have done that, Eddie. What were you thinking?
Oh,
why did you call the Asimites?
Yeah, tisk.
Yeah,
but that's kind of Cyrus throughout this entire episode. He's just
he's a jerk.
Yeah,
he's a jerk.
But now he knows he's ready. Who does he trust? Who can we get close to him?
His family, Hakan, Daedalus, Sonny, his bodyguard, Cash, and Lily.
You better hope you're right. Because he's going to know you're behind it.
I know. Julian's dead, or I
am. The PI meets with Lily. He shows her the kissy pics. And he shows her the pics of the attack. And he said he left the negatives with an old friend from the Force. Yep. And he said he wants to keep the photos of the... No, me either. Who could it be? He wants to keep the pictures from the attack because she didn't really pay for those. That wasn't what she hired him for. He did that on his own time. He got her pictures. There you go. That's what you paid me for. So he leaves. She follows him. And she slips into an elevator with him. She's like, I changed my mind. I will pay you. And he's a little like looking around for someone else following. There's no one else there. Yeah. So he's like, okay, cool. I'll get in the elevator with this pretty lady. And she attacks him as soon as they start moving in the elevator. And I don't think she kills him, but she definitely bites his neck, sucks his blood.
I feel like he's pretty dead.
He kind of looked like he was moving. Like when she was done, you could see his head, but it could have just been lolling, bonelessly as he's dead there. But we don't know because we never see him again, nor does anyone talk about it or wonder why there's a dead cop in Frank's building.
It doesn't come up again.
We're going to see Frank.
You let the cat out of the bag.
I let the secret slip. It's the next scene.
Yeah. The fun part about this scene, and my wife and I got a chuckle out of this because she walked in when the scene was happening, and Lily finishes feeding on the PI, and she turns and looks real dramatically up at the ceiling of the elevator, and we just kind of chuckled because it's like, why do they always have a weird model shot and a camera just like, I just finished this body and it's been great. Like they're filming a commercial on drinking human blood. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Type B. It's delicious. So she goes and she knocks on a door in the building. And I don't know how she knew where the PI was going. Maybe it's the only apartment up there. But Frank opens the door. It's Frank's place.
Was she in Frank's building? Do you think the PI was going to see Frank?
Yeah.
Or was he?
I think so.
Okay.
Because he said once she comes in, he's like, I was wondering which one of you was going to come to pick these up.
Yeah.
So,
I guess when you see the outside shots of Frank's house, it just looks like a house that wouldn't have that kind of elevator in it. So I think I was confused by that.
It's because you and we live in the Midwest, and in San Francisco, they do things different. They're fancy.
Yeah, we don't have elevators in our houses.
No, we're lucky if we have them in our buildings. Stores. So he's got all the pics of Julian now. It's very confusing. He also says he's not sure he wants Julian dead. He's confused. And then, he and Lily, they get comfy on the couch. And she kind of explains what's happening in the pictures. And then Frank says he does wish that the Asimite didn't fail, that she pulled the job off.
I'm Kindred. It's not so bad being here with me, is it?
Not until you get hungry.
You might like it.
Why did Julian do it?
Man in this picture. It's Julian's bodyguard. Fiori sent an assassin to kill Julian. She failed.
Too bad.
Imagine Eddie Fiori, prince of the city. The mob would run everything, and your life expectancy decreased. Considerably.
And Frank and Lily, they get a little smoochy on there. Ooh, it's cute.
She's been doing that a lot with them.
So much.
When Frank shows up halfway into the episode, somehow Lily always gets a kiss with him.
Absolutely. It's weird. So we definitely do some quick jump in here. Next scene, we see Frank. He's giving the pictures to Caitlin.
Yep.
Very quickly. And then Caitlin is giving the pictures to Julian. And then she kind of breaks up with him. I say kind of because it's a pretty weak breakup.
It does not last. Just to ruin that.
No, it definitely doesn't. But I mean,
maybe the last 10 minutes of this episode is how long that breakup lasts.
Yeah, right. Probably real time.
Yeah.
It's just, she's like, I can't do this anymore because he scares her. His world scares her. All that. Yeah. She can't do it anymore. She gets up and walks away. What breakup in the history has ever gone like that? Yeah. Julian is now talking to Lily. So first we had Lily and Frank talking about the pictures. Frank gave the pictures to Caitlin. Caitlin gave the pictures to Julian. Now Julian's talking to Lily about the pictures. So that all happens in like 2 minutes. They're talking about the pictures. He's mad. She risked the masquerade. No, he risked the masquerade by being with Caitlin. He feels betrayed. She apologizes. They're both mad. Feelings. So many feelings in this one. And they move on.
Opera.
Yeah. So now, to add to that, now it's Eddie and Lily. So Eddie and Lily are talking. Now they're conspiring against Julian. So Lily eventually agrees to set up a meeting with Julian so that he'll meet with her. And this is what Eddie's telling Cyrus later. And then Cyrus kind of just tells him, hey, I'm going to send in the Assamite into the meeting ahead of you. He's going to be dead by the time you get there.
Once it's yours, my knight on your chessboard, an expendable piece.
I'm doing this for you, Eddie. You're like a son to me.
Everything I know, I learned from you. And so I know you're setting me up. I do the same.
Basically, it's like one character going to the next character, and then that one goes to the next one, that one goes to the next one. And it's like a whole long chain of events to now we're back to Lily and Caitlin. Lily and Caitlin go to the Haven. They're at the Haven together. Caitlin says she didn't come to see Julian. It's funny that she goes to the place where he hangs out all the time if she didn't want to see him. But I think she even makes a remark. She's like, maybe I just wanted to be somewhere near things that he loves.
Yeah, the people he knows. Yeah, I realized too, I think every time they show a shot of the outside of the Haven, I'm pretty certain at this point it's the same shot they use in every episode. There's always a limousine parked in front. Yeah. There's always the 2 motorcycles parked off just behind the limousine. Pretty sure it's always the same one.
There are definitely a few shots, like the Fisherman's Wharf. They always use that shot, like in the intro, not the credits, but like when they're kind of setting the mood for the episode, they kind of give us a few shots of the city. They show us down by the docks. They show us the Fisherman's Wharf. There's a pier or something that they show us.
Yeah.
The Haven. These are all things they show us. Often a shot of Julian's mansion from the outside.
Yeah.
All these.
At least they paid for their royalty to make them royalty free, right? So you don't have the watermark on all of them.
They did it the right way, not like us.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so our next scene, we're at Julian's house, and I think this is the big setup. This is where everything is coming together. Yeah. So Cash tells Julian Eddie's waiting for him. He's in another room. And Julian's like, yeah, okay, I'll tell him I'll be with him. And Lily is there, and Lily says, I just want to hold you. I don't want to talk about that. Just hold me. And it's the Assamite, of course. And we just see her pull out a knife or a knitting needle. I'm not sure which. It's a long blade of something.
Yeah.
And then, but he's got a gun. He puts it on her. Yeah, he was ready for it. He was ready. And it basically turns into like a chase. Cash calls out to Julian. He's like, Julian, I'm here. And so Julian comes running up to him. He's like, Cash, give me your gun. I need your gun. I got to do this. And they're looking at each other. All of a sudden, the chair spins around.
Yeah.
There's Eddie. He's right there, and he's ready for this. He's got him a big old shotgun, probably with phosphorus rounds in it. Yep. And Cash sees what's happening, and he screams no, but he can't dive over and block the shot as Eddie fires right into Julian's chest.
Dead.
Blows him away.
Good shot.
Eddie, Julian's eyes go wide, and he falls, and Eddie's like,
yeah,
I did it. Running out. He's like, I did it. I killed the prince. Yep. He goes running out. Eddie runs into Lily, and now she's like, no, you didn't do it. Say you didn't do it.
She came to stop it. She came to stop him.
Yeah.
And Cash is like really tore up about this. Like Cash is. Yeah. It's bad.
Well, this guy,
it's bad news.
He's really serious about his job, and that's why it's so hard when Sasha keeps trying to distract him from his work through the entire episode. Like, his job is to protect this guy. That's what he needs to be doing.
Yeah, Sasha and Cash do break up in this episode too. So they kind of call it quits when they're arguing in the Haven. And
before her blood tears.
It's right after Billy dies. She shows up at the Haven to see Cash, and some of the other Gangrel clans like, you let Billy die because of that Bruja lady.
I didn't pick that up. I didn't pick that up as quits. Yeah. I picked that up as them having troubles, but I did not pick that up as them.
My assumption was they called it quits, or at least Sasha did. I don't think Cash wanted to. He was trying to save her. He was like, "Come on, babe, no, babe, no, babe, no."
We just watched Hot Rod.
It's so good
this past weekend, and so funny. I love that movie. We've seen it 3 or 4 times now, and I laugh so much through much of that movie. It's not a great movie, but man, it's funny.
It's funny.
Babe. Yeah. I actually just saw a short video about it too. That apparently he does all that, babe, because the director just never called cut. So he just kept doing
it. Just kept going.
And just kept going. And they eventually let him stop. But that's was not funny. What was written in the script.
Well, it's one of the best scenes in that whole movie.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So
Julian's dead. Sorry.
Julian's dead. Yep. Julian's dead. But wait, while Cash is there over Julian's body, Julian steps into the room.
Yeah.
And he explains that the Assamite shifted into Julian's form so he could try to go kill Cash and get him out of the way. And then we see that the body that he is hovering over is now the Assamite. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But no one else knows. So Lily, she goes down to Julian's goth basement to see Deadsy, and she tells him that Julian's dead, and he gets angry and he busts out his nasty nail.
Oh, I thought Lily was done.
Me too, because she was just sitting in the chair.
She was going to
take back. It. She was ready for it, and he brings his arm down. He slashes one of his terrible paintings. And
his beautiful paintings, and that's why he destroys them, Rob.
That's right, because they're beautiful.
It's not emo if you are destroying an ugly painting. It's only emo if you're destroying a beautiful painting.
Yeah, that's true. And he is a very emo goth, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Lily looked like she was going to accept death. So we go to a conclave meeting, and Eddie is, he's fronting. He's like, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing here. Deadsy kind of threatens him a little. Archon claims some loyalty to the prince. Eddie's giving this big speech about how he's going to take over unless there's anyone there who wants to oppose him. And Julian steps in. I will.
Yep. And this is Eddie makes a bad joke about needing a nice conclave table.
Yeah.
And says, I guess we could just use Julian's. He won't be needing it.
He's not using it anymore. Yeah. So it is hilarious to me, though. This is the funniest part of this episode. Julian steps in and he's like, I will. And it's like he pulled a jump scare on Deadsy.
It really was.
That dude literally is like, ah!
Is there anyone here who wants to oppose me?
I will.
Julian?
He was like terrified, and I couldn't figure that out. It was so weird. It's funny because when I'm looking the show up on YouTube, I keep seeing a video that's just a cut of Desi screaming, and I was like, "What is this from?" And then we got this episode. I just didn't get it. Like if he would have done that as soon as he found out Julian was dead, okay, I'll give you that. But he was like, "Holy crap, he's back from the dead." It was great. It was the weirdest thing I've seen in TV, I think, in a long time.
It's so funny. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. People, if you don't even want to watch the show, you can look up on YouTube. I think it's called Deadsy or Jeff Kober Screams on YouTube, and you'll see just this clip. It's out there. It was
hilarious. It's so funny.
Yeah. Had me crying last night and crying again now.
Me too. It's so funny. So we don't see Deadsy again. His name's Daedalus, but we don't see him again for a while. He just screams. Julian, all his enforcers come in behind him. We see Sonny there. Good to see Sonny. He explains to everyone what happened the previous night because, in case the audience didn't catch it the first time, we need to hear it again. He and Eddie are kind of beefing a little bit while they're doing that. Lily just sneaks over to a sideboard that's like inside the room, and she picks up a katana
Yeah.
And Eddie says something like, well, maybe what we need here is a little bloodshed. And she says, I agree. And he turns around and she slashes his head right off. Like
all the way off. Yep.
Yes. It lands beside his body. Thump, thump.
Yeah. All these vampires in that room, nobody saw her going for the katana. I mean, I'm sure Julian did. And he was like, well, I'm not going to stop you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, she's on my team now. I hope.
Yeah. But yeah. And that's it. And that explains why Brian Thompson is only a special guest star.
Yep. He didn't make it. Unless, I mean, they're already dead. Maybe he's just undead. Dead undead. What
do you think Desi's going to do if Eddie comes back to life?
Poop his pants.
He might. Maybe have a non-heart attack. I don't know.
So that's kind of the end of that scene right there. We see Caitlin and Julian. She comes back to him and she says she can't imagine her life without him. Smoochy. They're back together.
Yeah.
That's the end of the episode.
Yep.
So what'd you think?
I really like this one. Like you said, it was much more mobstery. Like there was people pitting each other against each other and some backstabbing going on. I think where I struggled with it is like the Cyrus character. Other than bringing the Asimite in, he didn't need to be there. Like he didn't really do much. He was just there to pick up the pieces, I think. And I think the whole thing with Sasha and Cash is going to get real old real fast. I hate those stories. I mean,
they're no Ross and Rachel, let me tell you.
Right. That's what I mean. It's like, okay, we get it. Like, move on already, dude. Figure it out. This isn't, just a little weird. But
it's soap opera. It's a soap opera.
It is. But I really liked it. I like Lily in this episode. She's like really jealous, and I was okay with that. I was like, I get it. You thought Jillian was yours, now she's going after this human lady. Disgusting. Humans.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
I really liked it. Yeah. What do you think?
I agree completely. So it was billed kind of as The Godfather meets vampires, and I feel like this one finally lives up to it with like the betrayals and the sneaky backstabbing of people behind each other's backs. I guess that's where you would backstab someone, is behind their back.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Usually how that happens.
Yeah. But yeah, to me, like this is like what I would have pictured for the entire show. And, now we're finally getting here.
Yeah, it's kind of what I expected. But I get the buildup of it. You see the buildup, all this stuff coming with Eddie. So it's pretty cool.
Yep.
I liked it.
Yeah. Best episode so far. If I was if I was rating this on a scale of 1 to 5 caskets, I would give this 5 caskets.
You would give it 5? As much as I liked it, I had some issues with some of the writing in Cyrus, so I would 4 caskets.
If you remember, you gave Romeo and Juliet 5.
Really like that one though.
It was good. That was a good one.
I really like that.
That's fair. That's fair. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So we're in agreement. Great episode. After a real turd of an episode last time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one was awful.
Plus, this gave us one of the weirdest, most hilarious moments of TV that you and I are going to see for a very long time.
Yeah, I had to explain to everybody why I was laughing. It's like, what are you laughing at? You're watching Kindred. It's not funny. And I'm like, yeah, but this scene, the scene is great.
So
it came out of nowhere. Like, what a weird reaction.
Like,
what
they even do a
reaction.
quick zoom in on him. Like, it was
it's
almost like a Sam Raimi, like zoom in. It was so funny. So funny.
It was good.
Hey, do you know what the next episode is?
I do, because you told me earlier. The next episode is Bad Moon Rising. This episode aired on Wednesday, May 1st, 1996. Caitlin's own secret past is revealed when she falls into a trap set by Jealous Lily.
Oh, she's still jealous.
I know. And she's got a new nickname now, Jealous Lily.
Yeah. Jealous Lily. Jelly Lily.
Jelly Lily, yep. Meanwhile, the Kindred must deal with an evil Nosferatu who is terrorizing the city.
Ooh.
I hope we get more Deadsy screams.
Me too.
I hope it's like becomes a thing. Like, I hope it's a thing. I really do.
I do too. I hope so. That might be a sound clip that we have to edit into the intro of our show.
Yes, 100%.
Because that's hilarious. All right. Well, hey,
yeah.
You got anything else? Or do we wrap this show up?
No.
Another one in the books.
Yeah, this is a good one. I liked it. It was a good episode.
we only have we have 2 more left that aired on TV, and we will watch 1 more. So we have 3 more Kindred to go total.
Yep.
It's going fast.
Aired. It is, yeah, because it's shorter than
I like it.
2. Yeah,
so much shorter.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Nice.
Yeah. When we got to the last 3 episodes of Earth 2, it felt like a major milestone. I was like, oh my goodness, we're finally here.
Like you could see the finish line,
this
right?
Is it. Yes. Yeah. Now,
and
like we're there. It's like we could see the finish line from the start.
Yeah.
You
know what I like the most about Kindred?
What?
There's no scouting. None. Nobody's getting lost, wandering in circles.
Nope.
I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I agree.
I tease. I really did enjoy Earth too. It was good.
Yeah, I know.
So
it was a good show. All right. Well, hey, folks, if you're listening out there, make sure we mentioned the social medias earlier. Please follow us. We're on all the major ones. You can find us at Broadcast Obits. We do stuff out there nearly every day, if not every day. So check us out. Like our stuff. Give us some comments. Tell us what we need to work on, or tell us what you like. Any of it, we want to deliver a great product. So, well, it's been my pleasure to be one of your hosts today. I am Rob.
And I'm Aaron. Thanks for taking us through the episode today, Rob. It's a good time.
It's my pleasure. So, thanks for listening. I wish I'd get a discount.
That'd be pretty nice.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for listening to Broadcast Obituaries, everyone. Have a good one.
Bye, all.
Baker burnt the bread, but the butler bore the brunt. Okay. All right. Doing my vocal exercises.
Wait a minute. You're putting me to shame here. You do vocal exercises before we record? I get one good cough to clear the phlegm out, and that's what you get from me as preparation.
Yep. Hawk a loogie. All right. I'm good to go. All right. Remember, like in the early 90s when everyone was like, The Simpsons. Oh, that show is terrible. And now it's like, no, Simpsons is hilarious. Yeah. Everybody likes it.
Yeah. My son discovered it finally, and he's like been binge watching it.
Wow, that's good for him. I tried to get my kids into it, and maybe I picked some bad episodes. There are episodes that I remember like busting a gut at.
Yeah.
And we sat down and watched, and nobody laughed.
Yeah.
Like multiple episodes. And I was like, I guess it's just not for them. But I didn't laugh either at these. And maybe it's because I've seen them so many times that it's lost its appeal. But
yeah, it's part of it. He won't watch any of the old stuff. So he started with the most recent seasons, and he said that he's working backwards until the art gets crappy. So it's like, okay,
so whatever, man. He's got like 20 seasons to go.
Yeah, he's got a ton. Fine. I was like, you've got plenty of content, man. Yeah. You're in it for a while.
And honestly, by that time, he might like it so much that he just keeps going when the art gets crappier.
Yeah.
We're chasing each other around the house, and Chase hears something. He comes out. Julian runs one way.
Yeah, like they're
Julian runs one way.
Yeah,
and Chase kind of Chase calls out. He's like, Julian.
Who's Chase? Cash.
That was my notes. Yeah. Okay. Is that a cat or a child?
Hang on. That was
okay.
Sorry, give me a second.
Okay.
He was gonna hit me. He was gonna shoot me with a Nerf gun. he had a pair of binoculars up, like he was hunting me when I turned around, and then he pulls out his giant Nerf Fortnite shotgun. I was like,
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah.